The second week began with some box fights to start off the day. By this time, I was feeling a lot more confident in fights.
Not so good.
I was feeling really comfortable with my gun binds, and I was starting to get used to my build ones as well. I was still overthinking my binds though, and I was reacting and editing a little bit too slow sometimes. And in times of pressure, I did forget my binds like here. Day 9 was the best day so far. My friend and I found 1v1 realistic maps and we had so much fun. We played this for about 2 hours. In the beginning I was still quite messy, but by the end I felt like I'd become a lot more comfortable with all my binds. These are a few of my favourite moments from the day. Although I was still fumbling at times, I felt like I improved the most so far. I was really loving the movement of the joystick, and I felt that none of my movement had any restrictions. I finished the day off working on triple edits again. This is something that I've always wanted to learn, so my little goal for the end of this challenge is to be able to do 3 clean ones in a row. On day 10, I just did some free building to start off. This was also the day the new season came out, and this was my first game. A really great start to the season. This was my first fight, and this is where I finally felt pretty comfortable for the first time. Still far from perfect, but a very big improvement from the last week. Day 11 was a pretty short day. I didn't really play for too long, but I was really happy with this little move I did in this fight. I'd never done anything like this, so I think I was a bit taken aback at myself. Still a bit slow and messy with my edits and reactions, but an improvement nonetheless. Day 12, I had a lovely welcome to the new season, with almost every game ending in the same way, and that was being sprayed to death. This is pretty much how every game went. So yeah, day 12 was a pretty short day as well. Day 13 consisted mainly of realistics again with my friends. This is the best practice I've had, and I always feel like I improve each time I play these. These are some of my favourite clips from this day. By now, I'd say I was feeling about 90% confident with my keybinds. I did have a couple of normal games, but I wasn't really feeling it, and my aim was awful today. Had a few silly games just abusing this gun, which is very broken. And then after getting sick of other people abusing it, I just hopped back into 1v1s again. I think my next goal is to work more on thinking about what I'm building and work on my consistency with my editing as well. Day 14, the end of week 2. I'm feeling, say, 95% comfortable with everything at the moment. Unfortunately, this week I didn't really play too much. Got a little bit sick of the meta and just being sprayed, but still on the grind, still hoping to improve. To finish off this week's video, I just wanted to put a couple of my clips from today and have them against my clips from the first week, just to get a little comparison. It's funny to think a week ago I couldn't even place a floor below me. Looking back on the second week, I think it's been a really good one. I feel that my movement is a lot better, my edits and peaks are a lot smoother and safer. I still do need to work on the main thing, which is my game sense, my tracking of opponents, but overall I think this has been a really good experience so far, and I'm glad that I made this switch. Just personally, all my keybinds were not really that great, and I started developing really bad habits, and this has helped me to break some of those habits and get into better ones. It's always been really hard for me to concentrate in this game, but this joystick has allowed me to have a lot easier movement, and it's something I don't have to think about as much. So that pretty much concludes week 2 of the joystick. I think I made really great improvements this week. I feel completely comfortable with my jump button now, which was my biggest problem last week, and I'm just really excited to keep going and get as good as I can get.